Ruben Amorim reveals private message to Manchester United squad ahead of Ipswich clash. Welcome to Manchester United Daily Updates. Before continuing this video, click the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest news from Manchester United. Manchester United's new boss Ruben Amorim has revealed a private message he has given to his squad ahead of the clash against Ipswich Town. Ruben Amorim is preparing for his first match as Manchester United head coach, with the Reds set to face Ipswich Town on Sunday afternoon. The 39-year-old officially took on the role nearly 2 weeks ago but only started working directly with the squad on the training pitch earlier this week. Manchester United's new boss Ruben Amorim has revealed a private message he has given to his squad ahead of the clash against Ipswich Town. Ruben Amorim is preparing for his first match as Manchester United head coach, with the Reds set to face Ipswich Town on Sunday afternoon. The 39-year-old officially took on the role nearly 2 weeks ago but only started working directly with the squad on the training pitch earlier this week. Despite sitting 13th in the Premier League table, United are not far away from the top four. Amorim has a packed schedule ahead, giving him plenty of opportunities to improve the team's form and standings in the league and cup competitions. Many are eager to see how the players will perform under the leadership of the Portuguese boss, especially in his new 3-4-3 formation. Amorim has explained to the media that he has told the United players that his two non-negotiables are to work hard and believe in the idea he has. It is a belief, like the word, you have to believe, he told journalists when asked why he has trust in the squad. I believe in him because when I start this week, you can say that it is 1 week, just 3 trainings, they change their style and everyone is excited. But they are open to different things and the only thing I ask is hard work and that you have to believe in a new idea. I felt that and until they prove me wrong. I believe in the players. It is so much harder to come to a team in the middle of the season because you have to know the players during the games, he added. You are talking about no national team periods to work with the players, it is just games. It depends, if you are winning, it is a lot of fun having lots of games and trying to make some changes tactically and winning games. Ruben Amorim sends warning to Man United players ahead of first match. Ruben Amorim has warned his new Manchester United squad that he is willing to be ruthless as he prepares for his game as the club's new manager. Amorim, who has replaced Erik ten Hag after leaving Sporting Lisbon, takes charge of the Red Devils on Sunday as they travel to Ipswich Town. The 39-year-old faces a tall order if he is to turn around a United side that currently sits 12th in the Premier League, having recorded their lowest ever league finish the season prior. The Portuguese coach, who arrived during the international break, has cut a relaxed and positive figure with his new squad as he begins to embed the principles that have proved so effective in his fledgling career so far. However, Amorim was quick to dispel the notion that he couldn't also be ruthless when required. You can be the same person, he said ahead of Sunday's opener at Portman Road. Be a positive person that can understand this is one place to be, then there is the dressing room, there are some places to have fun, there are some places to work hard. So, I can be ruthless when I have to be. If you think as a team, I will be the nicest guy you have ever seen. If there is someone just thinking about himself, I will be a different person. I'm not that type of guy that wants to show that he is the boss. They will feel it in the small details, that I can be the smiling one, but then when we have a job to do I will be a different person, and they understand that. Joining midway through the season, Amorim does not have the luxury of a transfer window with which to bring in players to suit his style. And while rumours linking him with players from his former club Sporting are likely to abate when the window reopens in January, Amorim insists he is more than happy to work with what he has and lean on the academy. It's the project of Manchester United, he added. Nowadays, you need young guys from the academy for everything. To bring that history of the club because they feel the club in a different way. And also because you have all these rules with financial fair play when a player from our academy is so much different to the players that we bought and then we sell. So, everything is connected. I will try to help all the players, especially the young ones. Amorim has explained to the media that he has told the United players that his two non-negotiables are to work hard and believe in the idea he has. Man United ready to take on Man City for Victor Gyokeres transfer after Ruben Amorim plea. Ruben Amorim wants to add firepower to his Manchester United squad and is targeting a move for Victor Gyokeres after working with the striker to great effect at Sporting. Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim is set to battle it out with his close mate at Manchester City for the services of £65 million rated Sporting Lisbon striker Victor Gyokeres. Amorim has made the 26-year-old Swedish international his #1 target for next summer, but City's new sporting director Hugo Viana is also on Gyokeres' trail. Viana will take over the champions' transfer business from Teksaiki Begiristan at the end of the season. He was the brains behind Sporting paying Coventry £20 million for Gyokeres 18 months ago, and the forward who has also been at Brighton and Swansea gave Pep Guardiola an impressive demonstration of his finishing power by hitting a hat-trick as the Portuguese club dismantled City 4-1 in the Champions League earlier this month. Both Amorim and Viana have a close relationship with the player. Amorim has recognised that the squad he inherited from Erik ten Hag is desperately short of goals, and the promise of being United's main man up front will be tantalising. Ahead of his first game in charge, he has explained that he will want a strong say over players coming into the club. United already have a sporting director in Dan Ashworth and Jason Wilcox as technical director. And while Amorim has suggested recruitment must be a collaborative process, the final decision should come with the coach. I think it has to be done altogether, because if you are a coach that comes in here and already chose the players, it could be wrong because this is a football club that will be here for a long time and you as a coach, you don't know that. So you have to work all together, and for that we have to improve the process of recruitment. The data, the profile of the players we want, but I have to have a strong position on that because I'm the coach and I know how to play, so I think it's all together, but the final word, as you can say, should be with the manager, not just because it is your right but because it is your responsibility, because in the end they will ask you about the results, is to me. I think it's all together, improve the process of recruitment, I have to understand the league, that is important, and then when everything is aligned, everybody is on the same page. Ruben Amorim adds £31.6 million protégé to three-man left-back shortlist. Manchester United have supposedly added Paris Saint-Germain defender and former Ruben Amorim protégé Nuno Mendes to their left-back shortlist for 2025. Even before the 39-year-old has taken charge of his first Red Devils game, which comes away to Ipswich Town on Sunday in the Premier League, the transfer rumour mill has inevitably started to swirl. Having overseen the rise of several high-profile Sporting Lisbon stars, Amorim has been tipped to reunite with names such as Victor Gyokeres, Giovanni Quenda, Ousmane Diomande and Goncalo Inacio at Old Trafford. Amorim has ruled out the possibility of raiding his former club in the January transfer window, although summer moves are not believed to be off the table, and the same goes for former Sporting stars as well. According to the Daily Mail, Man United are running the rule over 22-year-old PSG left-back Mendes, who burst onto the scene under Amorim at Sporting before moving to the League One champions on loan in 2021 and then permanently in 2022 for £31.6 million. The Portugal international registered 1 goal and 3 assists in 47 matches for Sporting, playing all of those games as a teenager, and has since conjured up 4 goals and 13 assists from 93 appearances in a PSG shirt. Mendes' rapid rise to stardom has also seen him become Portugal's first-choice left-back, and he supplied 4 assists in 6 Nations League group games between September and November as the Selecao advanced to the quarter-finals as group winners. Even though the 22-year-old is said to be a fan's favourite at the Parc des Princes, where he has won 3 successive League One titles, Mendes is yet to extend his contract beyond the summer of 2026. PSG are expected to try to tie Mendes down to fresh terms as a matter of priority, but the French champions could be forced to consider a sale next year if talks with his camp fail to bear fruit. Mendes has largely played as an out-and-out left-back at PSG, but he thrived as a wing-back in Amorim's 3-4-3 style, seemingly making him an ideal fit for his compatriots' project at Old Trafford. The pair are on the verge of comebacks and may even be considered for places in the squad against Ipswich, but the report adds that Amorim could instead use Shaw as a left-sided centre-back rather than a wing-back. If Malaysia cannot prove his worth to Amorim, a new left-sided defender is likely to be sought in 2025, and the Red Devils. Juventus and Man United discuss a major transfer reshuffle. Manchester United, exploring Juventus' bold swap proposal. Italian outlet Gazzetta dello Sport has dropped a bombshell, suggesting Juventus are exploring a shock swap deal with Manchester United. This potential January move could see Douglas Luiz, once a midfield star in the Premier League, return to English football, while Joshua Zirkzee might head to Serie A. If the rumour holds water, this development could be intriguing for both clubs, but also a poignant reflection of Luiz's challenging spell in Turin. Douglas Luiz, from Premier League star to Turin struggler. Luiz was one of Aston Villa's standout performers in the 2023-24 season, so his cut-price transfer to Juventus for €51.5 million, alongside Samuel Ealing Jr. and Enzo Barrenechea, raised eyebrows. The peculiar structuring of the deal, reportedly driven by Aston Villa's need to meet profit and sustainability regulations, meant the midfielder arrived in Italy under a cloud of expectations. Juventus has been underwhelming. Gazzetta dello Sport reports that Luiz struggled to impress head coach Thiago Motta. His lack of form and a recent injury have further diminished his prospects, with Juventus now considering options to offload him in January. For Manchester United, the opportunity to bring Luiz back to the Premier League could align with their ambitions to strengthen their midfield. Reports suggest the club wants to sign 2 new midfielders in 2025, and Luers, despite his current struggles, could add depth and experience to their squad. Joshua Zirkzee's future, a problem for both clubs. Zirkzee, who joined United in a high-profile move, has endured a similarly challenging start to life at Old Trafford. Struggling to adapt and struggling for game time under now former manager Erik ten Hag, however we've yet to see how the Dutchman will fare under new manager Ruben Amorim. While the swap has a veneer of practicality, its success hinges on more than just logistics. For Luers, a move to United could offer redemption, but only if he can rediscover the form that made him one of the Premier League's most respected midfielders. Similarly, Zirkzee must convince Juventus that he can adapt to Serie A's demanding tactical environment. As January looms, both clubs will weigh their options. This potential deal may just be the spark that reignites 2 careers otherwise on the brink of stagnation. Thanks for watching. See you next time.